All right, so the first rudiment we're going to be starting with is the 5-stroke roll rudiment. And we're going to be doing this, obviously, with the feet. Using a combination of doubles and singles, okay? So if you haven't practiced up your heel-toe technique, your slide technique, or whatever doubles technique you want to use, I'd recommend you kind of do that first, kind of figure out how to get the doubles going with both your right and left foot, and then start on this. You know, don't come to this first. If you are just, you know, maybe you're just browsing and you just wanted to check this out, and that's cool. But make sure, you know, before you start on it that you know how to do doubles with both feet. So basically, I'm going to teach you the way I developed it, all right? It's basically, I just did it really, really slow, and I did it first just my right foot lead. So let me play you exactly what I did just with my right foot lead. All right, so it doesn't have to sound perfect right away. It's not going to sound perfect right away, to be honest with you, especially if you're not used to doing that sort of thing. And it definitely didn't for me. You know, that sounded a lot better than it did the first time I played it. A heck of a lot better, not even just a small amount better. But then from there, you know, because this is a rudiment with our hands, we like to alternate back and forth. We go right, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left. And so we're going to do the exact same thing with your feet. And now this is where, personally, I got stumped. And if it's not something, if you don't lead with your left a lot with your foot, it's probably where you're going to get stumped too, unless you're just a phenom, which could be the case. And if you are, congratulations. So now let me do just the right foot lead and then do left foot lead. And I'm going to just alternate those two. And if you have problems with that, then I recommend just practice left foot lead. But for this case, because we are going to be alternating, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so don't worry necessarily about the timing of that. Don't worry about playing it with the metronome. We're just trying to get comfortable with the motion of the 5-stroke roll, especially if you use something like the heel-toe technique. You know, I'll just play it using singles. And, you know, with the heel-toe technique, we don't play each stroke. The motion of the foot creates the 2 strokes. So the motion of the leg is different than what actually happens with the bass drum. So I want to show you the exact the leg motions, so you can see that all it is right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I probably look really stupid doing that, but let me just do the motions with the feet without doing the doubles. Show you guys how it looks. Okay, so you see how easy it is to play a simple 5-stroke roll using something like the heel-toe technique, and it's similar with the slide technique, which isn't something I play primarily. And so eventually, when you get that up, the next step is to just kind of make it flow. So and then you can slowly speed it up more and more. So now let's just try it, and I'm going to actually play it within time, still not using any hands. All right, so once you got that far, you are ready to start going through the exercises. So I've written out 8 exercises for you that kind of started off using just basic 30-second notes, okay? And you can start these really slow, so start them at, you know, 50 or 60 BPM. I'm gonna play them at around 70 and 100 beats per minute. And then you're gonna get down to number 5, and we start doing them as 16th note triplets, which for me is actually a better application. For some reason, it just seems to flow better with the hands than playing them over eighth notes. Although, you know, if you look at number 1, that's something that's used a heck of a lot in really, really hard rock and metal and stuff like that. And number 1 and number 2. Number 3 is going to be ultra challenging, but it's something if you really, really want to work on your 5-stroke roll, if you really want to use this in a lot of your solos and stuff like that, then definitely really, really hash out number 3. So I'm just going to go through number 1 to number 8. I'm going to go through all of them for you, and I'm going to play them at 2 tempos, okay? Then take them to your kit, and you can practice along with me, or you can just take them even slower and just work it out, get them perfectly, and you'll be amazed at all the different combinations you can come up with using the 5-stroke roll. All right, so here we go. All right, so there is the 5-stroke roll rudiment as applied to the feet using double strokes. Don't be discouraged if you don't get them all right away. I recommend just picking one, picking one per week and working on that. And you'll be amazed within a year at how much farther you are along with your feet using rudiments, which, by the way, not a lot of drummers do. So if you are working on this, you're already way ahead of the pack. I'll see you guys again soon.